Liam, you're going to have to talk me through your fight, mate, because I didn't get to see any of it. But it was a draw. Your first blemish on your record, mate.
Yeah, so the first 2 rounds I thought I'd done comfortable, and at the end of it he caught me with a good body shot. I mean, it stung and it slowed me down, and then he picked up in the last 2, and that's where I slowed down, and I lost those 2 rounds. Well, I lost one of them anyway, fairly well. And
I was listening to your coaching before. They thought you might have just edged the 3rd round, so realistically they was hoping it was going to be 39-38, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, however they judged it, it's a learning curve in my eyes, and I would go to the gym and we would practice on the things that I was doing wrong, and I'm proud of myself for taking the punch, having the heart to continue and finishing the fight.
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't see any of it, but I was just chatting to you before, and I was looking at your resume and your previous opponents.
Yeah.
And you're 18 years old?
19, yeah.
19?
Yeah.
But you've been matched hard though, haven't you?
They've all been tough men, and that's what...
Exactly what you just said there, men though, mate.
Yeah. And that's what happened. We've stepped it up, we came into the pros, and today was another step. And we've shown why it was the next step up.
Are you based over in Ireland?
Ireland, yeah.
Yeah. Whereabouts?
Just in Ballybough.
Yeah.
So it's just about 10-20 minutes away from Dublin.
And what was your amateur career like?
I had 42 amateur fights and I won 37 of them.
It's very good then.
Yeah, I got multiple international box cup titles, and I travelled around the world with that.
So I presume that would have been locked down that persuaded you to go.
That's where I was coming up to Tony. See, I used to live in Kerry,
yeah.
And that's where I grew up. And we were travelling up to Tony. He's up near Dublin, and he had pros, and that's where we were sparring with them, and that's where we made the decision to turn over.
Yeah.
Because we weren't planning on turning over so young, but because of COVID and everything, we weren't getting any competition, not even sparring amateurs, because you weren't allowed.
No, you weren't. You weren't allowed
only
to spar
the pros.
Your coaches weren't allowed.
So we had to. That was the only decision, and we think it will pay off, because down the line, when I am 21, 22, I have the pro experience and I'll be boxing like a pro, changing that style from the amateur to the pro style.
Yeah, because I know it doesn't matter how successful you are as an amateur, the pro game is a totally different sport.
It's completely different, and we know that, and that's what we're changing now. We're changing that style at the moment, and I have that experience when I am 21, 22.
Well, I think you've already got quite a lot of experience. Like you said, the 3 opponents that you've had, you've had the Baltic Bomber who was on the show tonight, Gennady, I can't pronounce it. I know him really well. He's a lovely lad from Liverpool.
Yeah.
He scouts Croatian, I think, or something.
No, he's Lithuanian.
Lithuanian, Lithuanian.
He's a very tough man. See, they're all men, and it's experience.
When you have Seamus Devlin and Christoph Zublik, which, like I say, I call Christoph Zublik a danger man, not a journeyman.
Yeah.
Because I've filmed him on 3 or 4 occasions where he's picked up those. I think he's got 6 wins on his record. I think I filmed 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, he was a tough man, and I took him around the ring, and I thought I pushed him back, and he didn't know what to do with me. But he had a really strong jab, and that's where the manpower, the boy power, is there. Like, it's hard to push them back and finish them then, because the power, they're used to my punches, because they're fighting men who have got manpower on me.
I'm probably used to fighting. I mean, what weight are you going to be fighting at?
Middleweight, but when I grow up, I'll be filling out to a
So you will be a middleweight, but you'll be a much bigger middleweight than you are now.
Yes. I'll be filling out. But
if you were, let's say you were 5 years older, you'd probably be talking about being a light middleweight, but you're not, because you've got a good another 2 years of growing, haven't you?
I can fill out, yeah. I'll be growing into a man, so.
Liam, well, listen, like I say, absolutely good for you, you know what I mean, but it's only one of your O's, and not the important one,
yeah,
mate.
Exactly.
So hopefully it'll give you that fuel to get back in there, to get that win number 4, and all those good, a great learning fight for you, mate.
Yeah, exactly. It's a learning fight, and we will learn from it.
Liam, you take care, mate.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks, mate.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.